Hey there, Brian here from Deckard and Company, and we got a question, believe it or not, from a follower. Love it, love it. And that follower was asking about copyright, um, the copyright notice in your footer. And they were asking, do you do that manually or can you have it done automatically where it automatically updates every year with the current year? Now, Mark over at Wiki Design, he did a great little video, but since I had a follower ask, I'll do one too. Okay, so let's take a look at how to do just that right here. Okay, so here we are. We're looking at our makeshift development website, whatever you want to call it. I have it here, the Big Fellas Play Site. Something I spooled up real quick to do this tutorial. Okay, so on here, we're going to go into the editor to put that copyright notice into the footer, because if you notice on this website, scroll down here at the bottom, it doesn't have a copyright notice. So we're going to have to remedy that. So how do we do that? So we're going to hover up here into the admin bar, which is this black bar. So when you're logged into WordPress, you're going to see this black bar. Now we are using the Elementor and the Elementor Pro page builder. All the page builders out there are going to have a similar function, so it's probably going to work pretty much the same way. But this is Elementor. If your site's built with something different, let me know, and I've probably got the page builder, and I can do another tutorial on your page builder and how to do this. So let's get into Elementor and putting that in here. Okay, so what I like to do, and there's multiple ways you can do this. You can go right into the page that you're editing, which is the way I like to do it. It's just the way I've always done it, and that's just the way I do it. Or you can go right directly into the footer and edit it that way. Either way, we're going to the same spot. But I like going into the page because that's just the way I've always done it. So if you see here, now we're logged in, and I could go into the header here if I wanted to manipulate the header. But we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom into the footer section here. And now you're going to see that we've got this little section. When I hover, it says footer, and we're going to click that because we want to edit the footer section of this website. And here it is. So now we can edit all this juicy information. So all websites should have a copyright notice. It just protects you, your website, your content, and all that good stuff. So keep your copyright on there and keep the date up to date. Very important. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it down here on the very bottom, across the bottom. Now, could I put it up here? Sure I could, but I don't want to. I want to put it down there at the bottom. So we're going to click this little plus button where it says drag widget here. You can drag a widget over and drop it in. It's going to create one as well. But we're going to click this little plus icon. And what we're looking to do is we're looking to build into this flex box. We don't want the grid layout. We want a flex box. And furthermore, you get all these other, holy cow, what do I choose? So we're going to choose this first one, which is a column layout. So everything in that, we're going to put this container up there, everything's going to go north to south. If we were to put the one next to it, which is a row layout, everything goes east to west. So that's the difference between these two. If we choose any of these others, you can see it's just two containers that go left to right. You know, so and this one here is a 50-50 split. But this is the one we want. We want the column flex box. So we're clicking that, the container loads, and here's what you're looking at. All right, so now I'm going to click this little plus icon in the middle, and you'll see our left column here change, our over here on the left-hand side, and our widgets. So what we're doing is we're going to scroll down to the basic section, and in that basic section, there's two ways that you can do this. So you can either use the heading widget or the text editor widget. Either way is going to work. we're going for the same thing. So I personally like the heading widget. But like I said, is either one of them wrong? No, because they're both going to do the same thing. So if you notice here, the text is over here on justified to the left side. So before I get going any further, I'm going to go into the Style tab, and I'm going to just center that thing to make it look a little better, right? Because we want that thing into the middle. And now I'm going to click back over into the content side. Now in here, we're going to come down here to the HTML tag. We do not want this to be a heading tag. So I'm going to click the little down arrow, and I'm going to choose the P, which is a paragraph. So there it is. So now you notice over here where that little section is over here in the container. Now it's nice and small, and it looks nice because it's using the text, whatever we've set for the text size and all that stuff in our global settings. It pulls it up here. So it looks very nice. Okay, so now let's work on this date. Okay, so if you look up here where your text would go, you see this, what looks like a stack of pancakes. So that is your dynamic tags, and that's what we want. So we're going to click those little pancakes, and we're going to scroll down until you see the site. And in this site, you're going to see this right here, current date time. Yeah, we're going to click it, and it's going to pull it over there. And now you see that the entire date and time has been placed in our footer. So we've got our month, our day, with our year, with our current time, and whether it's AM or PM. Now, all we want is the date, more specifically, the year. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this wrench icon, which is next, right to the left of the current date time text. We're going to click that wrench. Now you get this little pop-up that pulls up the date format, which is what we want. So we're going to click the little down arrow, and you can see that, well, none of these is what I want. I just want the date or the year. So we're going to click custom. Custom is going to pull up this weird mumbo jumbo stuff that you're like, what on earth is that? Yeah, right? If you want to find out and really understand what that stuff is, there's a nice little link here that you can click. It'll open up into another tab or a window, and you can completely take a look at all this stuff and get exactly what all that stuff is. But I'm going to make it easy for you. So all we want is that big capital Y that's right there in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything to the right of that. But if you notice, I'm leaving a space between the Y and the G and deleting. There's a space there. And the same thing on the left, deleting all that, but I left that space. So if you notice here, I have a space, the Y, and a space. And you're going to see why in just a second. All right, so now if you look down there in the footer, we've just got the year. Okay, so the difference between the capital Y and a small y. So the capital Y displays the year with 4 digits, so hence the 2025. The small case y is only going to display the year in the two-digit format, so it would only display as 25. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now we need the stuff to the left of it and to the right of it. So we're going to click this advanced tab right here, and you see before and after. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our little copyright text and the copyright symbol, and we're going to paste it right there. And if you look there in the footer, there it is with all the spaces where they should be. It's just very nice and easy. And then the after, that is where you're going to put your business name, the legal business name, because that's the name you want in there, because this copyright notice is going to be under that business name. So our business name would be Deckard and Company Inc. So there we go. And if you look there, Everything looks very nice and beautiful. That's what we're looking for. Nice and simple. And now every year, that date is going to change to the current year. So you set this once and you'll never have to worry about it again. Very nice and easy. And then, of course, when you're done, you always have to come up here and hit this beautiful little magenta button that says publish, or you just did all that work for nothing. Yeah, so we're going to click that publish, and life is good. So if we give us a nice little preview, scroll down to the bottom, there it is. Everything looks great. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please let us know. And, it's fun putting these things on. So if you have any other items that you would like to see the how-to video, let me know. And I would be more than happy to do how-to videos. These are fun. Hey, thanks for watching. Once again, Brian Deckard from Deckard & Company. Thanks. Bye.